Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today with yet another exciting Fallout 4 news update, because today we are taking a look at more brand new information on Far Harbor. In particular, the Children of Adam, and how we may have 12 brand new face paints included in the launch of this DLC. And we will even be discussing the potential of them being a joinable faction. Now, before anything else, I'd like to credit the source I got this information from, which is the Gamer Plug. So be sure to check him out. And without further ado, let's dive into this. So the way you find this face paint, according to his videos, by typing in set Adam face paint to 1, and when you do this, it will go ahead and bring up all the face paints in game, and we can see Adam's third eye, Adam's enlightenment, Adam's sight, nuclear devotee, chain reaction, electron eyes, Adam cloud fusion, etc. It goes on, and it sounds absolutely awesome. Now, if you guys did not know, what you can do in Diamond City is visit Doc Crocker and change your face paint, add grime to your character and stuff. So it's really cool that Bethesda is actually carrying this on into the DLC. Now, mind you, this might not mean that it's tying into the story or the faction. What this face paint could actually mean is that there's going to be more magazines inside Far Harbor's DLC, which I would actually imagine there would be. I'd imagine we're going to see more of magazines that add face paints and hairstyles and all that kind of stuff. So it's very well possible that this is just attainable through collectibles. But naturally, this information came from the update 1.5, which is why I've been covering all these leaks, because you know me, I'm not a big fan of covering leaks, but when it comes to stuff like this where Bethesda knows the information's in the patch, then I think it's fair game. Now let's talk a little bit about the potential of the Children of Adam being a joinable faction, and I figured it would be a little bit interesting if we went back to the original description of Far Harbor when it was originally announced on Bethesda.net and see the interesting choice of words in hindsight on how they said the conflict would go. They said, navigate through the growing conflict between the synths, the Children of Adam, and the local townspeople. Will you work towards bringing peace to Far Harbor, and at what cost? So I thought to myself there that it sounds like originally I said options, but now it seems like there could be potentially even more options here. Just based off the fact that there's Adam face paint doesn't mean that there's going to be diverging story paths. Don't get me wrong there, but just with the thought there that maybe we can get exclusive things depending on the faction we side with. We saw Bethesda really take into account a lot of feedback with Automatron, such as the longer DLC lines, multiple endings, that type of stuff that actually have an impact, mind you, that I figure now that we can be a little bit more optimistic with how the story is going to play out in Far Harbor. I just figured the idea of being able to join the Children of Adam would actually be very cool, considering you see them in Fallout 3 as this kind of whatever cult and you really don't care about them at all, and all of a sudden you find that Confessor Cromwell's preaching actually had an impact, and now you go to the Commonwealth and you see that they're actually this bigger cult. You find different settlements populated with them. You find out now that they're going to be causing trouble in Maine. You see them a lot in the Glowing Sea, so it's interesting to see them spreading. It would be actually very cool to get involved with them in some form, especially since when you have the role players who are like, I have my synth character, I have my railroad character, that it might be cool to side with the synths, for example, and then maybe the good guy playthrough will be the local townspeople or something like that. Just a little bit of theorizing here with the information we have and just the idea in play. Maybe we'll be able to side with one of these factions and join them. Who knows? But nonetheless, I wanted to pass on this information, more importantly, about the leaked face paints, and let you guys know that you're going to be able to deck out your character with more customization options, which is always super exciting. So let me know your thoughts on these customization options in the comments down below. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. The links are in the description. Check out sugarbomb.com, the place by Bethesda fans for Bethesda fans. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.